We are live. Hopefully, we are live on what you call it, Twitch this time, but I'm not sure if that's working. So get the editor up straight so I can see myself. But welcome to my 36-hour fast challenge. It's not just my 36-hour fast challenge, it is our fasting challenge. The 36-hour fast is a fast that is magical. It is the magical fat burning fast. Lots of things going on. It's a happy medium in terms of the extended fasting world. Um, I think, and it's a good fast to help you get unstuck. It's a fast that should be done frequently as well. I know there's the fast called the monk fast. Hey, welcome to the live stream, Al Boogie. Welcome. Nice to have you here. So I started my fast at 3:27 p.m. I will show you guys on my phone. I currently use the Zero app. So I am currently 21 hours into my fast. I am not checking this out frequently. So my fast is going to end at 3:27 in the morning. Not that I'm going to be up. I'm probably going to push this to a 40-hour fast, which will, my first meal will come in at 7:30 in the morning. Now, fasting for me is definitely not easy. It's really frustrating with this stupid injuries I've been dealing with. This is where I start to get headaches and stuff. So I'm starting to get like a mild migraine right now, but I am going to soldier through. Usually the first day of the fast for me is the worst day of the fast because that's when I get all of my symptoms. But I have to remember how far I've come. I can't have that victim mindset, and it is what it is. It was, I went through horrible fasts with OMAD when I was doing OMAD daily and I lost all that weight. But it's been, oh, El Boogie says, I'm excited for the fast. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really, 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 really do appreciate it. We are on a super chat streak. This has been, I think, the last three live streams I've done, I've had super chats. So thank you so much. You guys are pretty awesome from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot to me, and I just want us all to just like level up with all of this in life and with our fitness goals. I was watching, what's his name, Dr. Jason Spong, most recent. It was a podcast he did, and I made a lot of notes on it. I'll be doing a video on that. I'll be doing a video. I watched an hour-long video by Dr. Mindy Pals on belly fat. I'm gonna be doing videos on that. I'm just like so motivated to make content right now, not only for you guys, but for myself. Because when I make content, it forces me to stay true to my goals. When I make content, it forces it's kind of like a habit hack kind of thing. It's kind of like I'm constantly bombarding my head with health stuff that anything that is outside of that will not be the norm. So, yeah, I'm super excited. I'm super excited. A Sister Style says, hey, hello. Says, I am on my first 48. Can't wait to see how to go longer. Thanks. Yes, I'm excited. First time 48-hour fast is a good fast. For the first time fasters out there, I highly recommend starting off getting to that first 24-hour fast. If you've never done fasting or prolonged fasting, start with a 24-hour fast because that fast will break the idea that you think it will break your fear. Because when you fast, it's like a fear of the unknown. It's like, we've been taught all of our lives to eat, 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 constantly eat, and there goes my stomach. It's growling. Hey, if your stomach's growling in the middle of this fast, think of it as fat burning. So that's my mindset. It is fat burning. Anyway, so as I was saying, once you push through that first 24-hour fast, then the fasts come easier. So just learn how to like practice fasting. Start with 16:8. Do that every day for a week and then slowly make your way to 18 hours of fasting and then jump to 24 and just practice doing that because fasting does miracles for our body and it does miracles for this toxic soup that we're in. So I was watching Dr. Jason Swan's video. I made a whole bunch of notes on it and I almost burped. Trying not to. I don't know. I'm all gassy all of a sudden. That's weird. I think it's probably my digestive system resetting because we are a good. What happened here? Oh my God. I'm trying to see what my YouTube channel did. Wow. It created another video. I'm so confused. Oh, I see that Celine's on the other one. I gotta tell everyone, hey, it's on another one. I just realized StreamYard or Streamlabs created two fasting videos. And now I gotta tell people to come over to this one. I don't know what happened there. I will correct that. Of course something has to pick up, but that's life, you know? Challenges happen, things happen. Um I'm telling her to go to this link. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Hopefully Celine comes over. I just noticed that. Sorry about that, guys, for anyone who need notifications from that. But yeah, I was gonna go to Jason Song's video, and then I looked at my channel and I saw this cluster of a situation. As you can see there, there's two. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hell, hey, Celine. I'm so glad you made it. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. That was really, really weird. But I wanted to talk about Dr. Jason's Fun's video. I'm glad you're here. Welcome. So I watched his video on the science of obesity, and he literally just goes through the history of nutrition science. It's a beautiful video. You guys watching that, see if I can share it in the chat now as I'm on my phone, but I made a bunch of notes on it. There will be a video on this. This video will be my second video because there's a video I want to focus on belly fat because belly fat, the thing is with belly fat, yeah, no one wants it because it's not aesthetically appealing, but it's not only that. There's so much like consequences to the mental health. There's sometimes our digestive system, to our microbiome. Like that's the thing with belly fat. It's the worst fat to have, and a lot of us struggle with it. And even people who are lean. So there's that. But anyway, I'm just trying to get to my chat right now just to see what's going. Okay. Wow. Thanks. Thanks. Okay, we're gonna put that. This is Dr. Jason Fung's video, and it was very, very interesting. I have so many notes on it. So many notes on it. I just did a bunch of notes, the food pyramid. Hey, you want I watched South Park, but I saw a South Park meme on Instagram and they were talking about South Park is a joke, it's a parody, right? And they're talking about the obesity epidemic. And this kid calls in to like these scientists that are trying to figure out the epidemic because everyone's going up. And he's like, I've solved the problem to the epidemic. Just invert the food pyramid. He's 100% right. Literally invert the food pyramid. I'm looking at this. Okay, I need to get screen share going on so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. I should have set this up. I'm going to set up screen share very quickly. Um, but I want you guys to see this food pyramid I just took a picture of on my, what you would call it, on my phone. So I'm just going to go to iCloud. Come on, iCloud, be good to me. I don't want to have to sign in or anything. Okay. So, okay. So I took a bunch of screenshots from this. Now let's just get the screen tab going here. Just gonna do this. I love Streamlabs. It's OBS basically. I didn't realize that. But I want to show you guys the food pyramid. Now I want to add screenshot. Yep. I should have done this before. Bear with me. Add source. No, I did the wrong one. No, how do I do it? Screen share, isn't it? Now I'm forgetting how to do it. Wow, thanks, brain. Thanks. Are you sure you can add browser source? Is that okay? That might be it. What? I literally did this 1,000 times and now I don't know how to do it. This is awesome. I'm pretty sure it's screen capture. Capture games. This one is apps and displays. Wow. I really want display capture? No, I literally did this 1,000 times. No, I think it is screen capture. So usually I can add a tab. Oh, add new source instead. There we go. I figured it out. Okay, thank you, Brain, for showing up here. So, did that show up? I think it just went on the live stream. That's not exactly what I wanted, but let's make that bigger. We want to hide it. Wait, am I revealing things here? I really hope not. I'm gonna hide that. Oh, wow. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, we're gonna delete that. So that's gone. Screen share image here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I can show that. So I'm just gonna go back to that and show you guys the food pyramid. Wow, I just completely moved my screen. Okay. What is going on here? I should have set this up before, but I think it's better when I talk and do things like this. Now I have to look at YouTube to make sure my screen is right. But I wanted to talk about the food pyramid, and that interview by Dr. Jason Fung is so freaking good. Like, so good. What's going on now? I don't even see myself. Okay. I see that big thing. All right, I think I'm good. Oh, you guys lost the audio? Oh, so sorry. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'm glad it's back. I'm moving things around live, and I'm not sure what. Okay, so that's fine. Now, okay, that's hidden. Now that's not even showing. Now my screenshot. Okay. I don't know what is going on. Okay, so I failed at the screen share situation, so we're just gonna get rid of it for now. Yes. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. The audio probably cut off because it went to my screen capture. But basically, if you look at the food pyramid, let's see if I can just show you on my phone. It's all about inverting it. And it just makes me so mad because the obesity, I can show you guys right there. It's not very legible, but everyone knows the food pyramid, right? It's basically they tell us that we should be having 6 to 11 servings of carbohydrates a day. And the carbohydrates they suggest, no wonder there's an obesity epidemic. They suggest bread, cereal, rice, and pasta. 6 to 11 servings a day. They are suggesting that we eat refined carbohydrates. Now, what are refined carbohydrates? Refined carbohydrates are carbohydrates that have been processed. Now, not all carbohydrates are bad. Nature's carbs, which is what Dr. Mindy Pels talks about. But here's the actual definition. I'm going to do a video on all of this. Refined carbohydrates have gone through a manufacturing process that removes most of their nutritional value. This means that you lose out on fiber, like like it hits like I don't understand what goes on in this world. Minerals, vitamins, and polyphenols. Some common sources of refined carbohydrates include white bread, white rice, and ultra processed snacks like potato chips and candy. Now, here's a list of refined carbohydrates. I'm hoping this is common sense for everyone, but white flour, white bread, Italian bread, bagels, buns, wraps, English muffins, pastries, cookies, cakes, muffins, certain cereals, breakfast foods like waffles and pancakes, pizza dough, white rice, white flour crackers, and pretzels. Of course, all the yummy, yummy foods that we all like. So it's crazy because up until 1977, basically what happened and why we have, oh, no audio, it's back. Okay, yeah, I know why the audio disappeared. It's because of the screen capture situation, but I just deleted it. But thanks, guys. I appreciate it. So basically, in 1977, in the 70s, we weren't having an obesity problem. Boogie says essentially dessert 3 to 6 times per day. Exactly. That's exactly what the food pyramid is. It's absolutely mind-boggling. And in 1995, they were suggesting that people eat sugar. That sugar is better because they demonize fat so badly. I highly recommend the book Big Fat Surprise because it goes into why the government obtained this standard of nutrition. I'm just talking based on what Dr. Jason Fung talked about. Beautiful little the signs of obesity. So in 1977, what happened was we were having an epidemic of heart disease and people didn't understand why. And Dr. Jason Fung shows a chart. And in this chart, it shows the consumption of fat in it. And you can see that consumption during that in that chart is like the same. But heart disease is going up like that. So how can you blame fat if heart disease was increasing, even though the amount of fat that was being consumed by people stayed the same? For some reason, these lovely and competent people decided to blame fat. So that's when the pyramid started in 1977. And that's when they started suggesting things like eating lots of cereal. eating refined carbohydrates, eating less fats. So I'm just going to go back to that food pyramid here so I can see it myself. So eating less meat and poultry. So fat was criminalized, fat, oils, um, used sparingly. And then meat was the second thing that was criminalized. And then they went after, looks like cheese and poultry. It's just so backward. Literally, you have to invert the food pyramid. That South Park clip is hilarious. I gotta find it and show it, or maybe do a reaction to it. But it's true. And then one thing they have good is that, well, 2 to 4 servings of fruits and vegetables. Okay, that's fair. But it's the refined carbohydrates that's being the main thing, which is the major problem. So in 1977, that's when the government suggested, because they thought that was causing heart disease, when it was most likely caused with cigarette smoking. Cigarette smoking was the cause of the increase in heart disease and probably sugar intake as well, but that went tenfold. So in the 1980s, people started following this government nutrition advice because, they're convincing us, and this is when they made it a dogma. They got all doctors to learn all this in medical school. So doctors are like, eat this, eat that. And that's when we started seeing the obesity epidemic blow up. 1980s, it just got worse and worse into the 90s. And then in 2000s, we started seeing it in kids. So it was the fault of the governing bodies and the medical professionals for convincing us that that is bad and that is the responsible and is responsible for the increase in heart disease. Well, it's not. Because if you looked at people in France, they eat a lot of fats, natural fats. So, and then that's when they started the whole vegetable oil thing. This is all a money making thing. It clearly is, because when you promote things like cereal and refined carbohydrates, who's going to be making money? The food industry, right? And not only that, these foods are so incredibly addicting and so incredibly, like, they're addicting. Trust me, I'm thinking about it right now. Pizza would be, but I know it's our bodies. So it just blows my mind that this was let to happen. So he basically said this like solving this. I don't know if you guys heard my stomach there; it's growling. I don't know. I don't feel like eating, but it's just growling. Um, to solve obesity, it is simple. Literally, eat whole foods. Eat more fish. Eat, if you don't like fish, eat more meats. Just eat meat. Who says it here? I'm gonna get my notes exactly. But it's literally simple. Have nature's carbs. And here I'm trying to figure out where it is in my little notes. It is so simple. It is simple, yet not, because these refined carbohydrates are everywhere. Like when I go Safeway, it's literally like all these pastries in our society. Fast food is mainly a refined carbohydrates. Like, look what we do to like burgers. Burgers are sandwiched into processed buns. Hot dogs, going to a baseball game. Beer is another thing. Going out and drinking. It's literally everywhere. Having cake for your birthday. That's like the worst thing. Thank God there are knockoffs to all of these things. I've said I've had rice before. Rice does not bother me, and I usually sandwich with it with a lot of fiber. I usually eat basmati rice. I don't know if that's a different, but rice is considered a refined carbohydrate. I say with rice, it depends on the person. For me, when I exercise and work out, I'm good. That doesn't bother me. But the obesity epidemic, solving it is very simple. Like, I just wish we can just eliminate all these processed foods, just not have them in the grocery stores, but that won't happen. And the reason why I'm talking about food right now during this whole fasting thing is because when you're coming off your fast, you need to make sure you plan post fast. And I'm working on that right now. My personal trainer's working on it. And I'm going to be looking at like nutrition stuff I want to buy and all of that. And I know it's going to be tons of vegetables, tons of fruits, and the whole lot. But you want to make sure you have a good plan coming off this fast. Now, I want to jump into another 36-hour fast. I really do. I kind of want to try alternate day fasting for a bit, but we'll see. We'll see. But I'm tempted to do it for the first 2 weeks of my cycle. My cycle is supposed to start either tomorrow or Friday. For some reason, like a day or two before my cycle, that's when my hormones shift and I'm okay to fast. But yeah. So, and then the calorie thing, I was kind of against it, how he said like calories don't count. It's like meaning that like you can just eat. like calories don't matter in terms of you can just eat whatever you want in terms of not worrying about counting calories. If I don't know if I explained that right. But when I think about it, it kind of makes sense because why is it when like certain bodybuilders they get to a point where some of them, it depends on their genetics, where they're like, I'm talking about like the bikini girls, where they have to eat like 4,000 calories in their physique. Why? Because their basal metabolic rate is so high. The key here is that we want to boost our basal metabolic rate, and we can do that in two ways, through food and exercise. And I'm learning the exercise aspect right now. Whatever my personal trainer is giving me at the gym, I'm noting because my diet has been off in the last couple of days. It has been off. Whatever she's been doing, my body's going through it. I'm down a pound from yesterday again, and I had ice cream. That should not happen. I had like a little bit. That does not happen. So there's something going on with my metabolism right now. And the reason why I'm doing this fast is to help reset my taste buds. It's not like I'm binging right now. I've just been dealing with a lot of stress. I mentioned it in the last live stream. We have a very difficult individual and basically breaking Brad in here. We have the cops several times. Things have calmed down. They're doing like illegal activity and it's causing my throat to get like really bad and my son's not feeling good at all. I think it's calmed down because when the police came here, all I hear is the officer. He's like yelling. He's like, "We've been here like twice today. Just cut this." He was so angry. And right now I don't smell any toxins in the air. This person's gonna be covered over. It's just absolutely insane. I'm dealing with the stresses of that has caused it. Whatever I'm doing at the gym is saving me right now. But going back to what I was talking about here. Oh, hi, Daniela. I'm currently fasting 36 hours, feeling good. That's good. That's awesome. I think 36 is it's a good number to do. And I know people have been doing it weekly. I remember Michaela Peterson for the longest time did a 36-hour fast weekly. I remember watching her on Instagram and she was sharing it because she was trying to deal with her gut microbiome and stuff. She was doing it weekly for like a few months every Monday. And I'm thinking maybe I can do that. But things are hard during that last week before my cycle. But going back to the whole obesity thing, like you can eat as much as you like the following foods, according to Dr. Jason Klein: meat, fish, birds, so poultry, all green vegetables, makes sense, eggs, dried or fresh, cheese, I'm gonna say something about cheese because cheese can make certain people react. So cheese is kind of like an asterisk depending on how you respond to cheeses. And fruit, if unsweetened. So you can eat unlimited fruit except bananas and grapes. I think it's higher in sugar, but honestly, don't avoid bananas and grapes. Like I don't want people criminalizing those fruits, but it's all about the fattening carbohydrates that make you gain weight. That's like what's going on here. And another thing that changed within the whole thing of the obesity epidemic, Celine says the audio is up for everyone else. It's a little spotty for me, but not just me. Oh, great. Thanks for telling me that because I don't know what to do with that. Is it is it delayed? Ooh, I see that. I can see it in the camera. I don't want to reset that. Yeah, I'm looking at the camera right now, and I can see that the art is not catching up. Hang on, off the camera for a second. I don't know if that's gonna help. Yeah, my words are not syncing. I can even see that right now. Hmm. I wonder if, hang on, if I delete this and then add a new source, but I might disappear for a second. I hate that. Oh, why does it do that? So many. Hang on. Give me 2 seconds. Let's see if I'm still here. I'm just gonna re-add my video capture device source here. All right. Hurry up. There we go. Are we even? I don't think it looks like it's even. I don't think that fixed it. Yeah, it's a little off. I don't know what else to do. The next thing I can do is reset the audio, but I'm gonna disappear for a second. All right, how about now? I don't think that worked. It's gonna be a bit off. I'm so sorry. I'm not sure why it's doing that. So, well, it is what it is. Things happen. I can't reset it unless I just eliminate the mic completely. It might be catching up a bit. But anyway, I'm just gonna go back to like the changes that happen in our society that has caused. Oh, now it says no audio. No audio at all. It should be back. I think it's back now, right? Let me know in the chat. I might just have to. I could just use the camera audio, but I think I muted it. Here, I'm gonna see if I can hear it myself on my phone. I have to start making my live stream simpler. Yeah, I think it happened here. Oh, I can hear you. Okay, thanks. And I deleted the audio for a second because I was just having issues. But I don't know, my mouth might be slightly synced. It was doing that earlier. But like things have changed in our society from the past now is that eating 3 meals a day is enough. So what is happening is that we're eating more frequently and we're eating more processed or refined carbohydrates. So this is where Dr. Jason Fung is known for fasting. Fasting allows your body to like reset. Not only that, we eat too frequently. We don't give our body a chance to use calories that we just ate. So spacing out your meals is pretty like helpful. That works. Things like OMAD works. Sound better and much more clear. Thank you so much. So I guess it did work. Just spacing out your meals a little more. All of these things I just can't do on it because I'm just so interested in everything he was talking about. I was looking through here. Yeah, invert the food pyramid. 1980s, the calories in and calories out dogma. I didn't realize. So that came in the 1980s, saying that all calories are equally fatty. It's not true. 100 like 1 cup of berries in a process differently. 1 cup of sugar. 2 slices of white bread is going to process differently than a whole big bowl, or maybe like the equivalent of leafy greens. So we're on to something here. I think we've overcomplicated everything with why people are struggling. And not only that, when you refine carbohydrates, they're incredibly addicting. Now, when I was losing weight with OMAD, what really helped was just not even introducing any of these carbohydrates. I was doing this on my own from like September. I think May I started doing junk food OMAD, which was the dumbest thing. But eating those clean foods made it easier. I feel like my blood sugar was out of control. I wasn't spiking my insulin. And then that's what I'm talking about. Insulin is not a thing. Insulin, we have more insulin, and when we eat more, we actually spike our insulin levels. So the thing is, insulin and what our body does with food, it can do things. It can either store it as energy, so fat, or it can burn energy, so basal metabolism. We want our bodies to be burning that as energy. So what happens is that when we eat frequently, we increase our insulin levels. And when we're doing that, we have more insulin than our body can handle. Our body's going to automatically store it as fat. That's why when people are like, oh, weight loss is a normal thing. Yes, it is, because insulin is a hormone. The reason why we're doing this fast is going to calm that all down. You're not eating. So there's no Okay, how does that sound? Because I completely eliminated the mic. There is no mic. Now there's audio. I completely eliminated the mic and I'm using the webcam audio. I heard that. I absolutely heard that. I'm so sorry. That is frustrating. I might have to go back to my Osmo. Is it completely out? Oh, hang on. Why is it not working? Okay, it should be working. You guys should be hearing me. You could hear the phone interfering. I wonder if it's my phone. Is it my phone that's interfering? Oh my God, why am I having issues? I wonder if it's my phone. Can you guys hear me now? You should be able to hear me. It probably was my phone. Hang on, I'm gonna see what's going on here. Hang on. We're gonna try this again. We're gonna try this again. We'll try this one. Okay, how does that sound? Like, there's no mic. Now there's no. I eliminated the mic. I think the audio's good now. You guys can hear me, right? I don't know. It's okay. I got completely sidetracked. The audio is back now. Yeah, I'm using my camera. I just got rid of the mic and it probably was my phone. Sorry about that. That's frustrating, but I want to give you guys good content here. But it was out for a few minutes. Yeah, I heard. I was listening to the replay and it was all staticky. So I was like, never mind, never mind. Anyway, what I was basically saying is that when we eat, and we're eating more frequently. So basically what happened between like the 1970s and before to now, they were telling us to eat more throughout the day. We went from eating 3 meals a day to eating like 5, 6 meals a day, to having breakfast, snack before, after breakfast, and lunch, and then snack mid-afternoon, and then like lots of meals. So every time we eat, insulin kind of wakes up and it shows up in our system. And before it went out, it was freezing and then compressing everything in bursts. Yeah, I know, I saw that. Remove the headphones. Okay. You know what? Oh, I wonder if it's. I'm just gonna unplug that, and that should deal with that. There's no volume. Oh my God, what is happening? I thought there was. This is a disaster. I'm probably not gonna get issues. Never mind. What? What I was basically saying is that when we eat, and we're eating, is there still no volume? They're telling us my live stream is not caught up to what's going on. I think there's volume right now. Still no volume. And I see that there's a bit of delay. This is okay, perfect now. Thank you. Thank you. Cause yeah, I'm just letting go of everything right now. I unplugged the headphones and I got rid of them. Hoping that I don't know what happened there. Probably a static issue. But what I was saying before, basically what happened in from the like whatever in the 1970s prior to now anymore. Every time we eat, insulin shows up. So insulin is the fat storage hormone. So we want to be eating less, but enough. Like 3 meals a day is enough. 2 meals a day works awesome because again, you're getting that fasting. And the reason why we are jumping into this fast right now is to silence that insulin because weight loss is a lot of people are like it's not a hormonal thing, it's just calories in and out. No, it's not just calories in and out. It's not. And it's funny, a lot of people who say it's a calories in and out and they've lost a lot of weight, they've actually been eating in a way that actually keeps their insulin down, which is what I've been noticing. Like when you eat lots of fruits and vegetables, or you eat more voluminous whole foods, that's going to keep your insulin levels low because you're eating lots of fiber. Um, and the whole thing. And then I was talking about earlier about the entire calorie situation. I'm starting to learn if you're going to eat a more like the calorie restriction does work, don't get me wrong, but you will hit a wall if you're not combining with one of the metabolic tools, whether that be fasting, OMAD, or intermittent fasting in any way. If you're going to be doing it in a way where you're eating like refined carbohydrates and stuff, it's going to make it difficult because again, those end up spiking your insulin levels, which is the fat storage hormone. So when we eat more frequently, we eat refined carbohydrates, what's happening is that we're increasing our insulin levels to a point where there's more insulin than needed. So basically, that's going to tell our body to not burn that energy, but to store it as fat. Thank you so much, Alberti, for telling me the audio is perfect. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do about the replay, but I don't know if I can chop it up. I think I can, but that might be a bit of a pain. But I'll probably do timestamps to be like the audio gets better there. So what we're doing with this fast right now, we are eating less, which is good. We're keeping our insulin at it. So now we're forcing our body to go into a situation where it's gonna have no choice but to use fat as fuel. And that is exactly what we want. We want our body to use our fat as fuel. Not only that, with all of this fasting, you're getting in the autophagy, which I've explained so many times, which is kind of key because we want that autophagy going in and helping repair our organelles, helping getting rid of broken proteins, broken proteins. We want our body doing that. And this is why we're jumping into this fast. I completely lost my train of thought because of everything that went on. I'm kind of bothered, but it's okay. We just got to let it go and power through. So, frequently throwing in 36-hour fasts or just prolonged fasts can really help anyone who has been struggling with overeating, can really help anyone who has been stuck for a while. And it gives you an opportunity for when you come off that fast to basically reset your diet. So it's going to be easier for you to stick to a more healthier diet when you fast, after fasting, because it's really hard, I know from my experience, to make that change. Let's say you've been eating like crap, right? And then you just automatically just jump into making that change without fasting. It makes it a little bit more difficult. Or when you fast, it just to bring up the ketone levels, drop down the hunger hormones, and level out that blood sugar. And that's why it makes it harder. Because fasting is to put yourself into ketosis, and it's the fastest way to also help bring insulin down and to keep everything level. That's the key. We want to keep that blood sugar stabilized. So when we go and eat, we make smart choices. This is why it's so important after you are fasting that you make the choice to eat the healthy foods, to eat the foods that will keep you into that state of not having your glucose levels all over the place. So you want to aim for things like berries like raspberries, high fiber berries. You want to aim for things like leafy greens, getting used to eating a bunch of salads, those high voluminous foods with protein, things like eggs, fish. And you really want to cut out the refined carbs. You want to cut out all of those breads. Again, keto bread doesn't bother me. It is technically a refined carbohydrate, but it doesn't trigger me as much as me having, and rice doesn't trigger me for some reason. It's going to be an individual thing. You're going to have to play it by ear, and you're going to have to play it. Everyone's going to have to figure out that in that end. So I know tomorrow morning when I break my fast, I'm definitely probably gonna have, I don't know what I'm gonna have. I'm gonna have to sit down and plan that out because I'm supposed to be getting my macros and calories. Now, while you're fasting, since we're in the middle of the fast right now, things that you want to have, sparkling water, definitely helps to quench that thirst. And it makes you feel like you're having a treat when you're not. I was drinking my electrolytes. I didn't buy, but I have these. Now, electrolytes is going to be per person. This is my fasting electrolytes. And then my raspberry electrolytes are the ones I have after my workout. They have stevia in it. Now, when you're fasting, you want to avoid stevia. So I've been drinking this since the morning and it's still pretty warm. It's just one pack of Element. I know, and look how much I have left. Can you guys see that? There's a water, quite a bit. But I know with Element, people say it's too salty. I'm starting to learn that the amount of salt is dependent on the person. I like my electrolyte salty, so Element is like perfect for me, and some people don't. So there are other electrolyte brands you can have, or you can just make it yourself, which is how I did it from day one. So drink your electrolytes during this fast. Like this is the first thing you should have in the morning because it will make your fast easier. I only started getting pings just recently, but they'll pass. Remember, hunger comes in waves sometimes. And now that it's passed, I'm not hungry. I'm just really, 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 really thirsty. I just want to drink water. Another thing you have in fast, you want to make this a clean fast too. There is another version of EDF that you can do, modified EDF, but I find it harder to stay in a fasted state with food. I know that sounds like an oxymoron. Because I know Dr. Mindy Pell's talked about having fat bombs. I tried that when I was doing a 40 something hour fast. I had a fast bomb for 42 hours and then I broke the fast because I just wanted to eat. I think for me personally, it's easier to fast to just do it as clean as possible. Now, if you can have that fat bomb or have that 500 calorie meal, if you're going to do an alternate ADF schedule, then, and if you can like control yourself after that, then that's a win. I guess the best time to have that fat bomb or have that 500 calorie meal, if you have struggles like me, is probably right before bed. But personally, I think it's best for my body to just fast it through because then things get out of whack. But yeah, I apologize for all the technical difficulties during this fast. I mean, not this fast, but this live stream. That was super annoying because I was really on a roll and I was really passionate about the whole thing that I was watching from Dr. Jason Fung. But yeah, I can still get into everything I learned about it, but which I did several times, but I don't know if it went through or not. But I'm so happy I'm doing this fast with you guys. I think, again, I was saying earlier in the live stream, it made me more accountable. It makes me want to stick to it. Like I had a thought, I'm like, well, maybe I should just like restart my fast, like 8:30. It doesn't matter. And then I'm like, wait, I just made a YouTube video saying I started my fast at 3:27. So no, you're gonna stick through it. But I'm super excited to just like reset everything. Mainly, the main thing I want to do this fast for, because I didn't go out of control yesterday when I had that ice cream. I just had like a serving really, and then I didn't want it anymore because then I had a visceral reaction and I felt like crap, and then my shoulder and hip started hurting me. So nah, I just I'm not in the mood to be like eating like that. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, the main thing I want to do this fast for is for my nervous system, is to calm it down. Because it's been, even though I've been deep breathing and meditating like a monk throughout the day, I've just been having negativity after negativity, shitty person after shitty person. And my response is to attack, but I'm learning to be the bigger person and not attack. Dealing with a lot in my home life, my personal life, having to, have not my personal life, but my home life, not so much my personal life. I already guys told you about the situation that's going on in our building, but just dealing with all of that. I'm surprised I didn't lose it, but I'm trying to take control. So I want this fast to help bring in that GABA, which is a neurotransmitter that allows you to have a calming feeling. So that's key. I want that. I also want to help reset my gut in terms of increasing stem cells in my gut. So again, that's going to help my brain because serotonin is produced in the gut. There's the gut brain barrier or the gut brain symbiotic relationship. That's key. Like this is more of a mental health. Like the true mental health fast is actually the 48-hour fast. The 48-hour fast is where, look, I'm going to get to 40. So I'm not really at 48, but it's not a big deal. I'm still getting my mental health benefits with the 36 or the 40 that I will be doing. I am going to get to 40 because my fast ends at 3:30 a.m. in the morning and I probably won't eat until 7:30. So that will be a 40-hour fast. But like I said in yesterday's video, fasting, when you do it right and you don't do it excessively, especially women have to be careful because I know like there's this whole thing with the rolling fast. That's like there's someone I do follow, they do a lot of rolling fast, but they're a man. They don't have to deal with the complex nature of being a woman. And with us women, we have to be careful with our hormones. Now, for menopausal women, I understand that the key to them, they want to fast more because that's going to help level out everything that they're going through with the estrogen decline, the progesterone decline. I think Dr. Mindy Pell says the 5-2 method is the best, like fast or like eat ketobiotic 5 days out of the week, and then the 2 days you can enjoy yourself within reason. But for women who are menstruating, like majority of us, or for not majority of us, like a lot of us who are, doing that excessive fasting will screw up your cycle. So that's why Dr. Mindy Pels made her book Fast Like a Girl, to help cater to us, because it's crazy. Like our hormonal cycle is crazy. Like I could not have fasted this past week, but for some reason, a day or two before my cycle, I can get away with fasting. I feel like that shift has been made. So that's why in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to take full advantage of doing a lot of fasting, a lot of 36s, I would say, with eating. Now, I want to talk about earlier, I told my personal trainer that I will be fasting, and she's kind of, ooh, the lighting has changed. Ooh, I don't like that. And she's kind of on board for that. She just has a method for me. I told her I was doing one 36-hour fast. I don't know if she knows about the other fast I'm gonna do. We'll see. We're gonna play it by ear. But she said she has a method for me to help like spread out the calories that I'm missing in that day throughout the week, because whatever she's doing to my body, it's bringing up my BMR. It totally is. Because again, I lost a pound after eating some ice cream yesterday. It's just, I don't know. My metabolism is ramping up. So now if I can just get everything set, which is why I'm fasting, we should see some. I just want to get back to where I was last year. Like that's the key. I just want to get back to my leanness. Yep, some people say I'm fine. I don't think I'm fine. I really want to get back to where I was. I want my stomach super flat. I want these fibroids gone. I'm not going to be injecting myself with any more steroids because that messed me up, and the situation that I'm dealing with at home will be calm. Dealing with people out in public, it is what it is. I'm just not going to give people my time, and just letting it all go. It's just really how I respond to things in life. And my focus is learning how to control that response, because when I learn how to control that response, I claim my power back and I don't give that power to other people. So fasting is like a great tool for things like that, because it, like, I just feel so calm right now. Even though I was going through like the hiccup with the live stream, I just feel really calm and chill. Oh, the mouth is a bit off. Okay, next time I'm just gonna do this live stream with my Osmo Action, and we are not gonna deal with